I print the Baby Groot Pot and printing stopped right in the middle of the figure. I was surprised, frustrated, but intrigued at the same time. For a moment I wanted to generate the G-code again and rerun the print. But I don't want to waste 13 hours of print time and so much material. I decided to try to fix it. And now I show you how I get from here to here. Let's get started. In the Cura slicer, I opened the G-code I used to print the Baby Groot Pot. Surprisingly, but expectedly, G-code file has only half of the figure. I don't know what happened exactly and why only half of the file was saved, but I tried to print the second half and put both parts together. The biggest challenge for me now is to find out what layer I have to start to print the second half of the figure. First, I measured the height of the printed Baby Groot base. I'll explain what it is needed for later when I use any measurement in the Cura slicer. The printed part height is 70.86 millimeters. And now let's go back to the Cura slicer. I opened the original STL file. I set the scale to 240%, which is the exact same scale I used before. Before slice, I have to make sure I use the same printer profile, and then click slice. Slicing is done and I can preview the result now. The first thing I want to check is the total number of layers. I'll need it to verify the amount of layers of the printed base and the head part. The total layers is 1199. Let's calculate the number of the head layers. 1199 minus 354 is the number of the base layers, equal 845. Now I'm going to move the figure down. The under table part will not be printed. How deep it should go under the table? Remember? 70.86 millimeters, the height of the base. This is our number. I can drag the image using the mouse, or I can type the number in a Z-axis field. Now the figure is under the table in the right position. We're going to slice it. Now we can do the verification. The head layers count is 845. That's exactly the number that we are looking for. Do you remember? 1199 minus 354 is 845. Now I do the quick layer verification to make sure that everything is okay. Everything looks good. Now I need to save it to the file. I call it the head and send it to the print. And voila, it's done. Now it's time to remove head from the printer and glue two parts together. Result may not be perfect, but it's a good enough. Later I may use the sandpaper to smooth it further. And this is the quick process summary. Step 1 is open the G-code to find the printed part top layer number. Step 2, measure the print part height. Step 3, open full figure STL file. Step 4, set the same printer profile as for the printed part. It's extremely important. Step 5, slice. Check the total layer number after. Step 6, calculate the unprinted part layer number. And the formula that I used, it's very simple. Unprinted part layers equal figure total layers minus printed part layers. Move the figure under the table for height of the printed part. Step 8. Verify the unprinted part layer number. And 9. Slice and print.